Hey guys, what's going on? So, this right here is my Maxpedition Gearslinger. I think it's a Kodiak. This is a pretty nice bag. It's just a one-strap bag. It's a pretty good bag. It's got a concealed carry pocket. But I am going to show you guys what I carry in my bag. I lightened some things out of it. It was a little heavy, so this bag is not designed to carry a lot of weight. And I've been EDCing this for a year now. So, I'll show you guys what I've refined it down to. There's still some gear that I don't own that I would like. I just don't have the money for it. So, this is what I have. Well, first off, let's do the water bottle. So, this is a Clean Canteen 40-ounce water bottle. It's really nice. Dents really easily, so if you guys are wondering about it, that's what I got. There's Gatorade in it. So, that's my water bottle. And this right back here is my concealed carry pouch. I do have a license. I do have a gun. This is a Glock 22. It is loaded, not chambered. So, I'm not even going to take that out of the holster because I don't want you guys seeing my serial number. But it's got a mag in it. It's loaded. It's not chambered. So, if you guys are wondering why I carried a gun that's not chambered, it's because I have 2 little kids, and it takes 18 pounds to cock that back, and they are nowhere near able to do that. But it just makes me feel safer. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that say, hey, what's good is a gun that's not loaded? Well, I live in Nebraska, dude. Chances of me running across something like that is far and few between. The only thing I'd really need that gun for is to dispatch an animal or anything like that. So, and you know, I mean, its intended purpose is, you know, protect me. So, but on the outside of this little clip here, I have I think this is a Night Eyes Cam Jam. This is a polymer one. If you guys are looking at getting these, get the aluminum ones. They're a little more money, but they hold like 300 pounds. And I moved my brother's whole house with 4 of these in the aluminum, and he hasn't given them back yet. So I got my polymer ones, which is nice for tying down a little toolbox or something. But those are pretty cool. You guys check them out. You just run your paracord through them. In this front pouch, there's a little tab right here. You just pop this tab open, and it keeps this from going down. On all these little zippers, I put reflective paracord, black. It makes it a little easier to get into with a flashlight. Unzip that, and I got some Kleenexes and some wet ones in a Ziploc bag, and some moleskin, and some flossers, and some nitrile gloves, a bandana, and a whole bunch of little plastic bags, little plastic Ziploc bags. So that's what I keep in my front pouch. I find that this stuff is stuff that I use quite frequently. So let's keep that stuff up there, especially having kids. Oh, there is also some Carmex chapstick in there too, so can never have too much of that. On the front here is a black diamond. I think it's like a rock lock carabiner, so it's really nice. And the reason I have this on here is so I can clip stuff to it, or if I need a handle, there's a handle right here to pick the bag up. And then there's another, I can use this as a handle. I got medium-sized hands, so I can actually grab the bag and lift it by that. The webbing is sturdy enough to do that. I haven't had any issues with it. The next pouch, I guess, is the middle pouch. And inside here I keep some working hands. It's winter time. I work outside and my hands do get dried and cracked. I keep a little bag of candy in there. I got a sweet tooth. I got a problem, I know. Probably not the best stuff for you. And I keep a ferro rod, a fire steel and striker, and I just clipped it on the little retaining thing in there. I just let it hang out inside of here. And this is my first aid kit. A lot of little scratches and stuff like that. There's not a lot of stuff in here, but let's show you guys what's in here. I got a little SOL whistle. Undo this. This is a lifeline on the back. You always put the card facing out. You got the date for expiration, and you have all of your stuff in here. But I also add stuff. So First thing out, fingernail clippers for clipping off chunks of flesh. Some tweezers with a piece of straw on it to keep them shut. This is some Bear aspirin. Doesn't look really good, does it? This is some anti-diarrheal. Never know. Some Pepto-Bismol. And what else we got here? This is some athletic tape. And butterfly sutures. What is this? Adhesive bandages. I got one really big one. Some more butterfly sutures. I get lots of cuts. Antiseptic towelette. Sting relief, which is really nice. Some more antiseptics. Alcohol prep pads. A gauze pad. Instructions, I guess, that came with it. I didn't even know those were in there. Adhesive bandages right here. Just band-aids. And this is a bigger one. And then I put in some extra little band-aids. So you guys can never have too many band-aids, especially if you got kids. So that's basically the makeup of my little first aid kit. It's done the trick for me every time so far, so I'm not going to argue with that. So that's over here. Alright, so that's that pouch. Just start throwing my stuff over here. I'll do the top pouch. Alright, here is my phone charging cable. I have an iPhone 5S. Here's my lead lenser. This is the H7r Led Lenser. It's rechargeable. It's a really bright light. They got a newer model. I don't think they even make this old model anymore, but it works so good that I haven't needed one. So it comes in a little neoprene pouch, or it used to, I guess. I don't know what it does nowadays. So that's that. Here's a little aluminum bright. Got this at Menards. It's a pretty bright little work light. It's nice to have, especially if I need to set this on my drill press when I'm not in the shop. You know, and just set that down. I got an immediate work light on my whole project. This is just a dollar store pencil eraser. Here's one of my little phone charging things I got for Christmas. I've been checking these out. These are the little cheap Walmart ones. 2000 milliamps, and you get 2 of them. So it takes both of these to charge my phone, iPhone 5S, from 0% up to 100%, or I can plug one of these into my GoPro camera that I'm using right now and extend the GoPro's battery life, which I probably should look at. This is a Led Lenser P3, and you guys are probably wondering, why has he got so many flashlights? Oh, there's probably another one. Oh yeah, Streamlight Stylus Bro. The reason I have so many flashlights is because when I'm using a flashlight, my little kids like to use flashlights too. They want to be like Dad. So that's why I have a couple extra flashlights laying around, because then I can give them these and they'll just use them. They like doing what I do. So, but it's always nice to have something to charge your guys' phone. Just power something if you have to for a little bit longer. Right here is a this is a Swiss Champ in ruby red. This thing is nice. I really like this. Got that for my birthday from my dad. An extra magazine in a Ziploc bag, because I have found that my bag does get wet. So I like to keep my ammunition really dry. So if you guys are looking at a way of doing that, just throw it in a little snack Ziploc bag. It's worked for me so far. Well, I don't know why this is in here. 50-cent piece. Huh. It's probably from a project I was working on. And some AAAs in a Power Packs little battery pack. These things are great because you can pull them out when they're dead. You can just flip them over. And if you have rechargeable ones, it works out great. But I use Energizers because I found that those are the best batteries for me. I haven't had any of them blow up in a flashlight yet. Not like Duracell. And AA's, 4 AA's. I try to keep a lot of batteries on me for my kids. All their little toys. So that's pretty much it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 little elastic bands and a little back pouch here, which is pretty cool. And all these pouches zip. They'll unzip like this, so you can really get into it. I guess that's not even all the way unzipped, but yeah. So let's go to the main pouch. This is where it's going to get hairy. Alright, inside the main pouch, I have two little Maxpedition organizers. And let's see if there's anything. Nothing back here, nothing in this pouch. In this pouch, I did put orange little paracord tabs on here so I can see it. Inside your bag, it's a little bit darker, and these aren't exposed outside, so I can have any color I want. Just wanted orange. So inside this, there's a pouch here, pouch here, pouch here, pouch here. One zipper across. I don't have anything in the top one. Inside the bottom one in here, has some paracord, some like micro paracord, and some earplugs. It's always nice to have earplugs in case I go to the range or something. That's all that's in that pouch. Inside this pouch, I have my pocket reference book by Thomas Glover. This is the 4th edition. This thing is fantastic. You should really check this out. This thing has pulled me out of so many messes. It is unreal. Should have got one of these a long time ago. So that's that. I just have a composition book, some graph paper for doing little projects. Oh, this is that reflective aluminum tape for heating duct work and stuff like that. This is nice to have around if you want to put something reflective on something like that bracelet. Just cut a piece out. This is kind of stuff I do. I measure out. This is for my marble machine that I made. In case you guys are wondering, this is how I started. So it worked out pretty good. This is a little build on the fly, but that's kind of why I keep this around. So just throw this stuff back in there. This stuff in there. Just throw this there. Throw this there. Alright. That's the gist of the bag. Now the pouches that I have inside the bag, these took a lot of refining. We'll start with the little one. What is this? So immediately you see a bandana, Sharpie pen, a little box cutter. This right here is a magnet on a little telescoping rod. This pulls out a lot of screws out of stuff I work on. A Bic lighter, a full-size Bic lighter, and a Write in the Rain pen. This is just a black clicky pen. It's always nice to have an extra pen on you. Here is a Write in Rain book that I probably should take and use. Oh, and on the back of it, there's a cut-off ruler. So I took a 6-inch pocket ruler, cut it off, and just taped it down. It's nice to have a straight edge when you're working. And this is also graph paper, if you'd like to call it that. Universal, I guess is what it is. Some Gorilla Tape on a card. And what do we got in here? In here we got a handcuff key, 2 brass safety pins, fire rod, tweezers, huge needle, toenail clippers, fingernail clippers, whistle, and an S-beaner. So that stuff I use quite a bit, except for the whistle. But you always want your whistle mainly highly accessible. Here's my sewing kit that is really nice. Just went to the dollar store, bought a sewing kit, and added to it. Put some safety pins in there, and I put some upholstery thread. If you guys are wondering what kind of thread to use for general purpose, outdoor upholstery thread. It's really strong stuff. I think it's like nylon, but yeah, it works. If not, you can always use your paracord. Just cut, make sure you always carry a needle that's big enough for the strands inside. And I found that you take the 7 strands and you split one of those 7 into 2, and that works out great for sewing. Actually, I had to do that to my uniform. Some more nitrile gloves, a signal mirror, 2 band-aids, and a little kit here, some matches, aluminum foil, some cord, paper clips, and box striker, and a fingernail file. These fingernail files are really nice if you guys are trying to clean up electrical contact points. You get the really little ones from your wife, and don't tell her you're taking them. And you can actually clean up electrical contact points on your fuses and stuff. And what else we got? We got some fishing line and some fishing hooks. You never know whenever you might need that, in case you need to snag something up out of a crack or something. Or you can go fishing, I guess. But that's all this, basically. I'll throw that down. Really disorganized. Now this one took the most time for me to put together. This is a Maxpedition Fatty. This is the next step down. I think that's like the Maxpedition Mini, and then there's a Micro, I think. So this has got 2 gear ties on the back. All my pouches I ever use, I always put the gear ties on the back just in case I need to put it on a pack or something. So first thing, this is my shop towel. It's just a little shop towel. Inside the shop towel, I keep a little compass for drawing circles. This is just a cheap one you can get. I always close it down. It helps keep it from poking out of the pack. This right here is my knife sharpener. This is an Easy Lap Diamond Stone. This is a little pouch I made because the pouch they gave me was not very nice. But I got this back in middle school. It was a long time ago. And it still does the trick. And Bic lighter. Never had too many of those. This right here is another little tape measure. 3-foot Ace Hardware. This is an adjustable wrench. Just a little cheap, I don't know. I guess you guys could see the little size right here. It's just a little cheap adjustable wrench you can get from Walmart. Some more paracord. You never know when you're gonna run out. This is the Leatherman Surge, and this is the old model. This isn't the new one. This has the old non-replaceable cutters. So, but it's a really nice tool. It's really heavy, but it's strong. Inside of this little Altoids tin that I got a rubber band, but inside of here I got some more sewing needles, a box cutter blade, a little Swiss Tech tool. This is nice if you need some reach on going into a hole for a little screwdriver. You can get inside a hole, and this is save the day. Bunch of little bits for the Leatherman, bit extender, and adapts it to a little 3D bit, I guess you'd say. Replaceable cutters for my 300 or my rebar. 2 replacement blades for the Surge. Extra bits and pieces. Here's 4 blades. Down here, I got a lot of blades. These are 2 little metal blades I got from the hardware store, and those are nice in case you have to saw through a little nail or something. Back behind here, in this little zipper compartment, this is where I keep all my tape. So I keep as much tape as I can have. This is just Gorilla Tape on a card. This is masking tape on a card. And this is clear Gorilla Tape. Yeah, I got crazy. But it's a clear Gorilla Tape on a card. And this is camouflage Gorilla Tape. I put this stuff on some chapstick, and I haven't even wore it off yet. This stuff is crazy strong. So, in case you guys are ever wondering, so I keep my little back pouch. It works out really well. I can still stack stuff on top of it. This is a Stanley little pry bar. I cut the top off, put a rubber band on it for a little handle. It's nice for pulling out little finishing nails out of little projects I do, or prying into something. This is a Sharpie. This right here is a pocket caliper. A lot of times I'll be measuring something, and hardest thing for me to do is to get a circle. So this just makes it real easy. Just put it up, there you go, done. So check these out. I got this at Menards in the measuring section. So it's a really nice thing to have. It's really flat, made out of brass. It's pretty cool. I think it's like $7. Here's one of those little pocket rulers with a depth gauge. So if you're wondering how to measure something, you can just go up to it, slide your depth gauge down, there you go. Now you ain't got to worry about measurements. Go over to your saw, cut your piece of wood, done. So this depth gauge is pretty cool. This is a fine point Sharpie. Another one of those telescoping rods with a little magnet on it. I drop a lot of nuts and bolts and screws, and this just helps to fish them out. This right here is a Bic Mechanical Pencil. I find myself using this more than a carpenter's pencil, just because I don't have to worry about sharpening it. Just click it a couple times and go. This is 0.07 or 0.7 millimeter lead. Works out great for me. This is another little notebook. This is just a normal one, normal paper. I keep notes in here, just in case I was thinking about stuff to look at, stuff to do. Let's put some notes down on it. Yeah, works out great. Fits in here really good. You guys can see the size right here. And I got some zip ties in this little loop back here. So there's just a whole bunch of them. I don't even know how many there are. But those things are nice for fixing hoses and stuff, or just keeping stuff together. So that's what my EDC bag has in it. Took me a year to kind of refine this. There's a lot of stuff that's not in it, probably because I don't have it. You know, I haven't purchased it yet. But if you guys have any tips or anything like that, let me know. I'm always looking to improve my gear. I'm always looking to help people improve theirs. So these are just tools and things I need pretty much on an everyday basis. There's some stuff that I don't need every day, but when I do need it, I need it. You know, I'm at the range or something, and you know, I can't drive, 30 miles back home to get my stuff. So, but anyhow, that's what I have. You guys, if you like the video, appreciate it. If you guys subscribe, I really appreciate it. And I will be eventually getting into giveaways. So if I get something, I'll probably purchase 2 of them, and I'll probably give 1 away. So something to look forward to, guys. Later.